All right, let's talk about Joey Porter Jr. Had another game here against Atlanta. I made a video already talking about his other game he played this preseason. Didn't play week 1, but played week 2 and week 3. Made a video on his week 2 performance, so figured why not just finish the evaluation of him in the preseason, talk about this performance. And I'll be honest, wasn't a ton that he had to do in this game, not as much as he had to do in the first game. A lot of times the ball wasn't going in his direction. A lot of times he was there was running plays, or he just didn't have a very complex route to cover. But I still thought he showed some nice things, and this play is an example of that, where it's going to be you have a tight end who's going to run a quick out route, and you see where Porter Jr. is on the field. Okay, not the most difficult route to cover here. Also, correction, I screwed up the graphic. It's actually the wide receiver, the guy who's the number 2 receiver on this play, second closest towards the sideline. He's the one running the out route, so bad job by me. But regardless, watch what happens. As you see, right when this play begins, you're going to see that I love how he covers this route. You might be looking at this and saying, what the hell are you talking about? This is the simplest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But I think that he's doing a very good job of giving space on a play like this. He is allowing a potential underneath throw. There is a window for a quarterback to make this throw and to get a completion right here. But again, the ball was snapped at the 44-yard line. How many yards are you getting? 3 yards at most if it's a completion? And that would take an accurate throw, and to be honest, Porter Jr. might still have time to close back in and make a play on the football, so there's no guarantee it's even a completion. But because he is being a little cautious here, giving a little bit of space on this underneath route, if this is a fake and the receiver is running deep, you're not leaving yourself open to get beat on double moves, which is something that a lot of young players especially struggle with, is the moves you see at the NFL level are just a lot more complex sometimes than what you see at the college level, and a lot of rookies can struggle right away with that stuff. To me, this little play kind of shows me that Porter Jr. understands the NFL game. Maybe it's because he has a dad who played at the NFL level, although obviously not at the cornerback position, but still he has been around it long enough that he might know some of the little nuances that a rookie who doesn't have a parent who played at that level might not have. And also, just to finish off the play, nothing really happens. The ball gets thrown the other direction. It was an interesting play, but just nothing happened in terms of Joey Porter Jr. from there on out. But it was a good job, I thought, of him being able to finish off a play like that. I also thought we saw a couple of just interesting plays in terms of covering specific routes, and him, just being able to, in one-on-one situations, do a pretty decent job. Like this one, important type of situation to be able to hold your own on. It's a cover 1 play, cover 1 man blitz, meaning that it's a pure one-on-one matchup on the outside. The only way there could be help is the safety who is deep. So, and when you're on the outside, the safety might not be able to come over and help, even if it is a go route. So the odds of you getting help here are very slim. You're kind of on your own here if you're Joey Porter Jr. Right when this play begins, the receiver's not really giving anything away just yet. And I purposely didn't show you what route he's running because I kind of want you to play along with Joey Porter Jr. a little bit and, try to be able to do what, see what he sees is what I would say. As you see, receiver cuts over the middle, so Porter Jr. understandably goes over in that direction, but you also kind of see the, number 80 for Atlanta, he's getting ready to cut back down towards the bottom of the screen. And look at Porter's legs here and how he, that right leg is very far back. He's going to have to get his feet planted again and go towards the bottom of the screen. This looks like a dangerous situation. Maybe he could give up a ton of yards on this play, right? Maybe he could give up some separation, and it's just a 2nd down and 1. So, it's pretty easy to potentially get a chunk play. All you need is 1 yard to pick up the 1st down, and on top of this, the quarterback is looking in this direction. Oh my God, what a disaster this is about to be. Well, no, Joey Porter Jr. actually, has his hand on the whole time and doesn't make a play. The one thing I would say with Porter Jr. is be careful with the jersey tug, because that wasn't a penalty. He didn't pull at all. He just grabbed onto the jersey, but still be careful with that. That will get called, and if you then end up pulling just a little bit, that automatically gets called. So it wasn't a penalty. You're allowed to contact the defender. You are allowed to grab the defender's jersey if you don't pull, but just don't do it in general because it could get called, so it's not worth the risk. But other than that, yeah, that was a pretty perfect play, I would say, from Joey Porter Jr. Now let's try another one, right? Same matchup right here. Going up against good old number 80 for the Atlanta Falcons in a one-on-one situation. Once again, kind of just this pure one-on-one situation. So, okay, understandable. What is he going to do here? And also, Josh Allen, that's number 80 for Atlanta. He was an undrafted free agent from 2 years ago. So, okay, I get it. You're not exactly going up against Julio Jones here, but still, a guy, if he's capable of making a good move, he's capable of making a good move. Let's see what move he can make here on a 3rd down and 8. Right off the bat, you see Allen kind of faking as though he's going towards the outside. And once again, you see Joey Porter Jr. really buying it right here. I mean, on this play, he's definitely making sure that he doesn't give up space on the outside, and you see how far his legs are over. The reason why I'm kind of emphasizing where the legs are and kind of how his body weight is moving in one direction is that just means it'll be that much more difficult for you to stop and then go over, because your momentum's taking you in that direction if your body weight is over on one side of the of your body. And this time when Ali cuts over the middle, he got a little bit of space there. He did. If that was a perfectly thrown ball, that could have been a completion. Now, would it have gone for the 1st down on a 3rd down and 8? I don't think so. I think Porter Jr. would have been able to make a tackle, and they only would have gotten close to the 1st down marker. Again, we don't know. Ball went in a different direction, which, as I said, happened a lot in this game. But, you could argue it was at least an imperfect play. I think that's a reasonable thing to say. I don't know if I would say it's a terrible one. Kind of a good move by Josh Allen. I don't know. Some, undrafted free agents are still college all-stars, right? They're still capable of making some good plays, and I think that's what he did there. Also, heading over to this play, let's talk about some run defense. Why don't we? Listen, run defense still matters. Everyone obviously loves to talk about, the passing game when it comes to corners, and rightfully so. That's the most important aspect of a corner's job, but still, watch how when this play begins, you see Porter Jr. move in, and he's in good position right here. So, first step, good. But let's be honest. We see a lot of corners get in good position to make a tackle, and then, oh, I happened to miss it. Oh, I, got myself a little bit out of, position at the last second and weren't quite able to make that tackle, darn, right? There's some business decisions that go on, especially in the preseason for corners. So what is Porter Jr. going to do when he gets here? Is he going to be able to, is he going to have the willingness to make the tackle? Is he going to have the ability to help make the tackle here? And, how well is this going to work out? As you see, not only does he help make that tackle, but due to the contact, primarily by another player, but also due to him helping make contact, the ball ends up getting popped out and the Steelers recover. So, again, having the willingness to do that is obviously a positive trait in a cornerback, and I think Porter Jr. has shown plenty of positive traits in a cornerback so far. So it's hard to say just yet, how good he will be, but so far he is living up to the hype of being the number 32 overall pick, who many thought should have been earlier than that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from ya, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.